Hello. Hey, everybody. All right. I stole Casey's desk today, and that's usually my spot. But we have the nice windows here, and when I sit there, you always see me adjust. I aim myself over here so you can actually see me. Um, anyways, that's boring. We're talking today about the critical balance. This isn't going to be about your macros and your calorie deficit and all that sort of stuff. We're talking more a little deeper than that, more of the life stuff. So that's our topic for today. If you're joining the live here, then let's drop your wins down below. We'll celebrate some wins, and and then we'll hop into it. My win for the week is we just finished up our 6 week challenge, which was so much fun, and we got some amazing results for some amazing people. Casey and I both did the challenge as well. I dropped from 218 to it's a little more than 6 weeks. But this morning I weighed in at 210.6, so I dropped what's that, 7.4 pounds in 6 weeks, which is awesome. I'm pretty happy with that. Cool. The critical balance. I made this title up, but it summarizes um, everything I'm going to talk about. So, what is the critical balance? I consider the critical balance to be it's actions and consequence. And I'm going to go into this deeper so it makes more sense than just actions and consequences. We all know there's actions, and we all know there's consequences. But what if you have more than one action and you're not sure which consequence you want, right? And this is the critical balance. I think the first thing to bring up here is, especially as we're rolling into summer, is we have where's my line here? This is center point. We have on one side of the fence, we have all of the things that we want to do, all of the activities going on, the vacations, camping trips, the beers and wine and cocktails and hot dogs and s'mores and all of the good stuff, right? And then on the other side of the equation, we have our fitness goals. We've got our habits, we've got our water intake, our workouts, our 80-20 method, our did I say macros? I think I said macros. We've got the weight loss that we want to reach. And then when we go deeper, we've got like the pain that we want to solve, the reason we're here, the improving self-confidence so we can look better in summer and feel better in our bodies in summer, have more energy, move better, all that sort of stuff, right? And so these two things don't always play nice together. Um, I know I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but I want to talk about it again. A slightly different twist with it is we have these two things, and there's more of like a strip down the middle, right? Like there's a spot where things overlap, and then there's a spot where it's all social life and it's all fitness life, right? And so as you go through summer, you're going to come up with many different times where um, you're going to have to find where you land in that critical balance, right? Where can you land where you can have the social side of things and also have the fitness side of things? Because if you choose just the social side of things, it has consequences on the fitness side of things. If you have just the fitness side of things, you have consequences on the social side of things. And this is why I call it the critical balance, because it's two things that it's a lot of it is internal, right? These goals are the most important to us. Nobody will ever know how badly we want to reach these goals except for us. Case and I and everybody in the program might understand it to a bigger degree, but these are your personal goals, your personal pains and struggles that you're trying to overcome, using fitness as your avenue to do it. And so nobody can ever feel that the way that you do. So what it means for you to succeed in your fitness goal is far greater than anybody else. It's why we get so disappointed when we have a big accomplishment. We tell somebody about it, and the reaction is like, "Oh, great!" And you're like, "Just great! Like this is absolutely incredible." They don't. They just don't. It's not that they don't care. It's not. It doesn't mean the same to them as it does to you. And why would it? Because they're not in your shoes, and the success. that you feel for like that thing, whatever it is that you accomplish. Maybe it's losing 5 pounds. Maybe it's getting a new job. Maybe it's like locking in 5 new sales or something. Like whatever it is, right? It means the most to us because we're in it. We're living it. This is our life. And for somebody else, they can see it, but they might not be able to connect to it, right? So um, so we'll only feel that. Nobody else will feel it the same way that we do. On the social side of things, we also have a pull, right? We want to be around our friends, we want to be around our family, but there's a lot more of the outside pull from people of why can't you just eat with us one day? Why can't you just come drink with us tonight? Why do you like? Can you just like ignore your fitness goals for one night? It's just one night. It's not a big deal. Come hang out with us. Um, and not everybody's friends are like that, but it often happens. It's peer pressure. People want to enjoy your company, but the hard part is when they want to enjoy your company in a way that puts you in that spot where you're like, okay, what they want me to do is outside of my critical balance zone here, this gray area where I have both things. They want me to do all of this, and like I want to do it, and I really don't want to let them down. But at the same time, if I do that, I know it's going to have consequences on my fitness, and it's going to take me. It's going to delay me getting to my goal, or it might even push me further from my goal. And where this becomes really problematic is when that happens too often. When that happens so regularly that you're just kind of getting stuck because every weekend it's like let's smash a 2-4 together. Or I don't know. I haven't drank in like forever. I have 2 cocktails a week, and that's like the extent of my drinking pretty much. So I'm far removed from just personally. It's not a brag or anything like that. It's just I just don't really do that anymore. But um, um, I'm just trying to use the language that I remember from like my mid 20s. So, anyways, we have those two things, right? And they pull hard on either side. And the really important thing here is to remember that you only get to live your life. You only get to feel how you feel in your body. Nobody else gets to feel that, right? So if on one side of the fence you have social pressure, I'm sure I have switched sides a million times on which side is the social side, which one, it doesn't matter. If you have that pull, it's often because people want to enjoy your company in the way that is fun for them. They want you to join in on their fun with them so they can have more fun with you. That's not a negative thing. Like the way that I'm saying this, it is a selfish desire. Not all selfish desires are bad. So I'm not saying that your friends are bad, but just understand that disappointing your friends is just it doesn't it does change your experience in life a little bit, but it doesn't change how you feel in your body, right? If you have that pain that is so strong that you're in a program working with a coach because you want to lose 15, 20, 25 pounds, you want to have a more defined body, you want to have curves that you feel really good, and you want to be able to wear whatever you want to wear and look good in it and feel good in it and be confident. Um, and then on the other side, you have these nights where you want to go hang out with your friends and have fun for like 6 hours or something, but it's not going to resolve that pain. And not taking part in that, it is going to be a little bit painful, but it's not going to. I mean, I really hope if it ruins your friendships, then they're not really true friendships. And if it doesn't ruin your friendships, then it just means you got to find a way to have fun with them in a different way, right? So um, where this all meets in the middle is understanding and contemplating the actions that you want to take and the consequence that you're going to have. And no matter which one you take, you have to be okay with that decision. So don't make impulsive decisions. Don't just get don't let the peer pressure sway you into doing something you don't want to do because it's only going to make you, if it takes you away from your goals, it's only going to make you feel worse in your body. And it's going to make you feel more more guilt and shame. Like it often comes up. I know it often comes up when you're like, no, you know what, it'll be okay. And then after the fact, you're like, man, that wasn't worth it. This sucks. Now I feel like crap all day. I have no energy. I missed my workout because I'm hungover and I can't get to the gym right now or I'm gonna puke. And my calories just got blown way out because I also ended up like getting drunk food and eating a ton. I'm using drinking as the example because summer's here and that's like the common theme that comes up. But it can be anything, right? It can be camping. It can be I don't know, anything, vacations. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't ever go on vacations. Like I don't want that message to come across at all. I'm not saying don't ever go out and drink with your friends. I'm just saying make the decision and make it around what you truly want in that moment, not what other people want for you. And actually think about the actions you're going to take and the consequence that it's going to have, and decide for yourself, is this something that I want to do? Rather than, impulsively making the decision without having that deep introspection of what the actions and the consequences are, and then after the fact looking back being like, oh, if you do that introspection before, then if you do choose to go out and have a drinking night with your friends, or you want to go camping, which is all these things are super reasonable things to do. You wanted to go camping, but you know you're going to miss workouts and your food's going to probably be off a little bit. Then at least you can do it knowing, okay, well, whatever the consequence is, I'm owning that. I'm choosing to do this. I want to do this. This is what I would prefer to do, knowing that it's possibly going to slow down my results, or it might set me back a little bit. And I've got 52 weeks in a year, so I can catch up on the other weeks, and that's okay with me. If I don't have progress at the end of this week, I'm totally okay. I accept that. That is a okay with me. Then you can do it and feel good about it, right? And on the other side, if you're like, I'm not really in the mood to go camping this weekend. The weather doesn't look that great. Um, I don't know. Like I really, really want to keep pushing on my fitness stuff. So I think I would rather stay home this weekend instead, because this thing matters more to me. And then you don't have I mean, you might have a little bit of FOMO because everybody has a little bit of FOMO, but you might be like, you will be a lot more content with the decision because it's not like you didn't feel guilted into it or pressured into it. You made the decision consciously, yourself, knowing, all right, the consequence is that I'm going to miss out on some fun, some good times, some laughs, some memories with my friends. But like, I would rather have this weekend. This is more important to me right now. So this is what I'm going to focus on. Right. Now I'm talking a lot of like black and white here, of like drawing a line, you pick one over the other. But there's a critical balance, and that's what the initial live is all about. So I'm going to describe what that is. There's the critical balance, and that's where these two things meet in the middle. So that's where it comes down to, like, hey, I want to go out and have drinks with my friends. They're going out on Friday, and it's Tuesday right now. I'm going to plan my day so that I can manage my calories and save enough calories so that I can have some lower calorie drinks. Which, by the way, if you don't know what to have as a drink, if you want to have lower calorie drinks, stick to, what are they called? Hardballs? Highballs. Where you're having just like a gin and soda kind of thing. That's going to be the lowest calorie. The next best is probably, usually most restaurants will show you the calorie count on the drinks, but like a mojito is like 160 calories. I know because it's like my go-to when I go to a restaurant. Um, but anyways, you can pre-plan your night and go, okay, you know what, like I kind of want to get a little tipsy, but I don't want to use 1,000 calories to get smashed. So I'm gonna stay in this critical balance where I'm gonna have the fun, but I'm gonna moderate it so that I stay here. And this way, I can have my social life and I can have my fitness life, and the consequences are that I get to experience both. And I might not feel the best the next day, but I'm not going to feel so bad I can't take off the boxes that I need to. I'm not going to go over my calories, but I do get to hang out with my friends, have fun, and make those good memories, right? And so you can plan ahead to have the best of both worlds and stay within that critical balance. Same with camping. Okay, I want to go camping with them, but I know the food's going to be challenging. So most likely we're going to have a couple of drinks. These are the drinks that I'm going to have. We're probably going to have s'mores. So I'm gonna pre-track some s'mores into my fitness pal, so I know how many I can have on like each day while I'm camping. And then I'm going to prep a bunch of food to take with me because I can just throw some stuff in a cooler, and that way I know I can hit my protein goals and my calories. Um, and then I can add a little flexibility. Instead of tracking proteins, carbs, and fats, I'm just going to track like a protein daily minimum, and I'm going to stay within my calories, and I'm going to allow myself to eat 60/40 instead of 80/20. But I'm going to stay within my calories the whole time. And I might miss a couple workouts, but that's all right. And then you're staying in that critical balance where you can still progress forward and you can still have your social life. Um, it comes down to a lot of conscious effort and planning, and that's it. If that's all that it takes, and you're like, oh, if I just have to do a little planning and maybe a little meal prep, but I can go camping, have a ton of fun, and not miss out on anything, but like anything at all, and I can still get the progress that I'm looking for. Oh, well, that's worth it. But when we don't put the thought and the effort in, then automatically it's like, oh, if I go camping, there's no way I'm gonna hit my calories. Like we're just gonna eat hot dogs all week. No, that's just not. You're just not putting enough effort and attention into what you're doing. I hate that I'm very blunt about that because that's the reality of it. You can do anything, and as long as you moderate the bad things or the unhealthy things, as long as you moderate them and you can stay within your calories, you can reach your goals. It might take more effort to plan out your food for a camping weekend or a vacation, or it might take more effort to eat some really high volume foods but low calories so you can enjoy more drinks on a Saturday night. Excuse me. But you can do it. And then you can get both things. You can stay in that critical balance instead of feeling like you have to choose one or the other. And when we don't put enough thought into it, then it's the immediate thought of like, I don't know how to do this, I can't do it, or this isn't possible. If you ever feel like that, message Casey or me. We might not be in the party zone anymore, but I lived my fitness life and was partying when I was in my like mid to late 20s. I learned how to balance both of them, and um, it changes the way that you engage in things a little bit, but not to the extent where you have to have FOMO or where you can't have any fun or where you feel like you're kind of gypped or ripped off of experiences because you want to reach your fitness goals. You can have both of them. But you just have to really pay attention to what you're doing and you have to moderate things. It's not like you can go and party Friday, Saturday, Sunday every single weekend and get the results that you're looking for. But you could go out one Friday every 2, 3 weeks or something like that, and you're not really going to be worse for the wear. So that's what I'm talking about, the critical balance, and it really comes down to uh, deciding what actions you're willing to take and what consequences you're willing to accept. Are you willing to plan ahead and meal prep, take some of your own food, moderate your drinks, moderate your treats, and still be able to have all of the fun and the adventure? Or are you, like that's to have the best of both worlds? Or would you rather um, have like go full out on the fitness side and be like, no, I want to stay really regimented. I want to hit all my workouts. I want to stay in my 80/20. I want to feel really good. Like I would rather do that than this. Or on the other side, the other side is no, you know what? Like I want to I'm okay if I put on a pound this weekend. But I really just want to just go, not look at my phone, not track. I eat what everybody else is eating and just go with the wind and have fun. Whatever happens after that, like if I gain a pound, if I gain 2 pounds, I'll lose it in the next few weeks if I need to, but that's what I want to do. Then you can make those really confident decisions where you don't have to have regret or shame or guilt because you've made the decision consciously. It's not impulsive. It's not rational. It's you're thinking through things logically and you're pre accepting the consequence of what's going to happen, rather than being like shocked and sort of surprised by it, being like, oh man, the scale's up. Like, no, the scale's going to be up, and that's okay. Or I'd rather the scale not be up, so I'm going to do this instead. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to just keep talking in circles about this and go on and on forever. But think about that a lot this summer. Like, think about what the critical balance looks like for you. In terms of what fun can you have while staying within your protocols. If you think through these things ahead of time before, like just plan out what a camping weekend might look, even if you don't have one planned. Then if it comes up last minute, you already have a plan in place. Plan out what a night out with friends might look like, even if it's not in the books right now. Because when they text you on Friday morning, be like, you want to go out, you can be like, yes, I know what to do. I've got this plan in place. I've only had my breakfast. I know what to do the rest of the day to make sure that I can do this. Love it. Set those things in motion for yourself. Whatever you might have coming up, just make a little mental checklist or plan through it a little bit. The more you prepare, the more you succeed. And you can also look at your calendar and go, hey, there are plans already in place. Do I want to approach this weekend, or how do I want to approach this weekend? Let Casey or I know, because we can help you. If you want to go and just have fun, we can give you some tips and pointers on how to do that while minimizing the damage. If you want to go and have more flexibility with your macros but stay within your calories, we have a ton of ideas on how you can do that. If you want to go and be super on top of your macros, we can help you with that too. And if you don't know how to say no to your friends, we can also help you with that too, because we do it. We've done it plenty of times too. It's hard at first, but when you start to set boundaries, it becomes a lot easier and a lot more comfortable. So yeah, lean on us for anything that you need. Keep the critical balance in your mind through the summer. Do some pre-planning, and you'll be perfectly set for all things this summer. Right? Have a wonderful Tuesday, everybody. If you're watching on replay, #replay. Share your wins, and we'll see you on Casey's call on Thursday. See you later.